Well, it's the end of an era. It's finally time to retire my trusty diesel Passat. It may not look like much, but this has been my trusty steed for the past 7 years. This is my eulogy and love letter to my B4 Passat. Gets 50 miles per gallon despite hauling like a truck, and it's taken me to some incredible places in my ownership, never once letting me down. It's the greatest car in the world, and everyone else is playing for second best. This heap is my 1996 Volkswagen Passat, lovingly named the Pissant. It is powered by a modified 1.9-liter 1Z turbo diesel and paired to an O2A 5-speed manual. This wagon's party trick is that they can get 50 miles per gallon on the regular. I've even seen as high as 60 on a highway-only road trip, but I really don't know if I can believe that. Pair this to a fuel tank that can be modified to fit 25 gallons, and well, you can do the math. That kind of range on the cheap makes this thing a road trip machine. I could go from Columbus, Ohio to Rochester, New York, and back on one tank. It meant that I could travel into the mountains on a student's budget and pick up antique furniture from hours away. With this car, I've moved multiple TDIs, tractors, an LS, axles, boats on top of it, boats behind it, boats on top of and behind it. I've used it to move multiple times, and I've even towed another car on top of plenty of other things. This is what this thing is perfectly made for. We got my buddy here. He wanted some dirt nasty tires in Rochester, and so we went and snagged them. You know, 2-decade-old 33s. And I forgot how jank this was. So at some point this broke off. Usually it's this finger that breaks, but this broke. So I slammed this big pin after I drilled it out in, and now I shimmed it with library cards, and that's what it took to make it kind of work for a few years, but it finally gave up the ghost. So this lever out here, that locks and unlocks. You got to reach past it in here to this little feller, and that's what opens the door. I'm gonna give her the catch up on this on-ramp. Don't get your hopes up. And that's all she's got. Now it's finally time to retire the old college jalopy. This was an incredible vehicle that came to me at the perfect time in my life, but it's far from the family car that I anticipate needing in the future. The rust is starting to let the outside in, the exhaust fell out from under it, and oh boy, is this thing a cop magnet. I've said this after many a road trip, the Passat is loyal, but despite its reliability and despite my efforts, it's really not worth reselling. So I'll part it out, sell off its pieces for others to enjoy, and save its loyal heart for a future project. I'll miss the old Passat though. For me, in this wagon, greener pastures were never too far away. Rest in peace, Passat. Thanks for the ride.